we will take a provision file and read all the strings into the 2D array. So what all we know about 2D array now? Okay, from the video we have, let's say this is the 2D array, character array. Okay, so any kind of multi-dimensional array, let's talk about 2D array. Every row is a pointer. Okay, so let's say we'll talk about name pointer itself. Okay, name, say 32 and 4 columns. This name 0 is a pointer to the first row of the 2D array, right? We saw that, right? Because it's array of arrays. Okay, so name 1 is a pointer to this guy. And we also know for printf, when we print using %s, for strings it requires only the pointer. So in case if we do name 0, it will print, or it will act, basically it is that string. It's just like any other string now. Okay, and same as for scanf. If we do scanf, name say 1, that is a pointer to that guy. Scanf requires a pointer. Because that itself is a pointer, we are okay. So it will, when the user enters data, it will go here, A, B, C, whatever that is. Okay, and in this case it will put a null terminator too for us. Okay, so we know that each row is a pointer and each row becomes nothing but a string for us in a 2D array. Alright, so we'll go back and read this provision file into this array one by one. Okay, copy print char to read from provision file. Okay, I'm going to delete everything. We don't need any of these guys. Okay, I'm going to make it 32. That's what we talked, right? I'm going to remove all these guys. That's it. And this is 32. Okay, file fp fp equal to f open. We know that, right? Provision.text read mode. Let's declare char temp array. We just need 4. I'm using it, and then int count equals 0. Okay, so we open the file, say if fp is not equal to null, that means we're opened it, right? So going back to our program, I'm opening a file, provision file that has names, and I'm going to just copy each one in here. Each name goes into a different row. That's it. Okay, each string goes into one row, right? Num equal to, I'm going to read it for now. Let me read it. F scanf fp. I'm going to read as string into the temp variable, so that should give that. I'm going to use a while loop. While num is not equal to end of file, that means it's not end of file, so I read it into temp, and I'm going to copy into that array, right? Copy, string copy, names, count is, I'm going to keep count of my schools, right, to temp. So I'm right now count is 0, so I'm going to, first thing I read, I'm going to put into that 0 location, right, row. And once I'm done, I'm going to increment my count. Count is nothing but number of schools, number of teams. Maybe I should make it just like that, number of teams. Alright, once I'm done reading one school, I have to go back and read again in a while loop. Here I'm reading again. Alright, so this will repeatedly read and it will put into my array. That's all, these 4 lines. Again, let's go back. I'm reading each string into my temp variable, and then I'm copying into each row. Remember that row, right? Remember here again, I'll go back again. Each row becomes a string now for me, right? And number of teams. That's all. Now I'll print it using my whatever we did in the other video, print as 2D strings. And now I can do print, and I can do the next, we'll do the next step, right? Let's see if we are printing it. And once we are opened and read, we have to close it. Always close it, close the file. So we are done reading from the file, right? Let's see if we are able to do that. No such file. Okay, gcc read from provision file. See, it read everything. It read everything. Let's print number of schools too. See, number of schools. Number of teams. Okay. $32. We read everything one by one. So we got all the names into our 2D array, which is 32 rows. Very beautiful. Okay. So this is about reading the file into an array.